My beloved child, listen closely. The air around you has already shifted, though you might not have noticed yet. The walls you trust to shelter you are whispering secrets that your ears are not ready to hear. Something is hidden in that house, and it has been waiting for you. The silence is not ordinary silence, it is heavy, pressing, almost watching you. Every corner holds a weight that doesn't belong. When the night falls and shadows crawl, what is buried within begins to stir, and you will sense it deep in your bones. You thought you entered a safe place, but what lingers inside has been drawing you closer without you realizing. The very steps you take are marked by unseen eyes. The house itself feels alive, waiting for the right moment to reveal its truth. The danger here is not loud or obvious, it is silent, patient, and chilling. It moves with the rhythm of your breath, pretending to be harmless. Yet, one wrong move, one careless glance, and everything you thought you knew about your home will shatter. Type Amen 333 to receive protection right now. At night, when the clock passes midnight, the air grows thicker. You might think it's just your imagination when you hear a faint creak, a slow whisper of wood under pressure. But the truth is, the house remembers everything that has ever happened inside it. The walls are stained not just with paint, but with memories, memories not all of them kind. Some are soaked with sorrow, betrayal, and acts that heaven could never bless. And now, because you are inside, those memories cling to you too. There is a reason you never feel fully comfortable when you close your eyes there. A reason you toss and turn, unsure why sleep does not come easily. It is because the very air is disturbed, restless, unsettled. You were led there for a reason, not by mistake. Archangel Michael says this warning is not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Something will come to light in that house, and you cannot run from it, you must face it. Type Amen 444 if you believe this message is meant for you. The footsteps you sometimes think you hear, even when you are alone, they are real. The flicker of the lights, the shadows that don't quite match your movement, they are not random. These are signs, carefully placed to awaken your awareness. You see, someone before you left behind something unfinished in this very place. A secret locked away, a truth so heavy it could not stay buried forever. Now, it waits for you, the chosen one, to uncover it. Your spirit has already sensed the danger, even if your mind denies it. That uneasy feeling, that sudden urge to leave the room, is not weakness. It is heaven's way of pushing you to stay alert. The truth inside these walls will test your strength. But remember, you were chosen because you can endure what others could not. Archangel Michael says you must not ignore the signs any longer. Type Amen 555 for courage to face what is coming. The house you are in holds more than furniture and memories. It holds an energy, one that clings to anyone who stays too long. If you listen carefully, you will hear it, a faint hum, a pulse that does not belong to this world. At first, it might sound like the wind, like wood shifting in the night. But if you still yourself, you will realize it is not nature. It is something else, something that breathes where no life should be. Even the mirrors in that house are not ordinary mirrors. When you look into them, sometimes the reflection lingers too long, as if something is standing behind you, watching, waiting. That is no accident. Do not let your guard fall. What is inside wants you to believe it is harmless. But you must trust your instincts. You must be ready, because soon, what hides in the shadows will step into the light. Type Amen 666 if you are ready for protection from above. The night grows colder, my beloved child, and every second you spend inside those walls brings you closer to the truth hidden beneath them. The house is not just bricks and mortar, it is a cage, and something inside is desperate to keep you there. Its silence is too heavy, its corners too dark, and its presence too watchful. The walls seem to breathe, and if you press your ear against them, you will hear faint echoes, like whispers from another time. They do not belong to you, yet they call out as though they know your name. That is the danger, you are being recognized by what should not even exist. You may think it's only imagination when you feel a chill brush against your arm or a shadow crawl past your peripheral vision. But nothing in that house is accidental. Every flicker of movement is calculated to test you, to see how far you can endure before you break. There is a reason your soul feels restless inside. Heaven is signaling that something unnatural is hiding there, cloaked in ordinary disguise. What you are feeling is real, and you must not dismiss it as fear alone. Type Amen 777 to seal divine safety upon your life. Archangel Michael says you were guided to this warning at the exact time you needed it most. If you had ignored the signs, you might never have discovered the truth until it was too late. The house holds a secret that will soon be forced into your sight. It lingers not in open spaces but in locked drawers, under the floors, and behind hidden panels. Every piece of wood, every closed door, seems to carry the weight of an untold story. And that story is waiting for you to uncover it. You might notice the strange way the doors sometimes refuse to close properly, or how they creak even when untouched. These are not accidents, they are messages. They are warnings, telling you that the house does not want you moving freely. When night arrives, the presence grows stronger. It waits until you are most vulnerable, hoping to break you with fear. But do not surrender, remember, you are protected, even when shadows move around you. Type Amen 888 to invite strength into your spirit. The mirrors in that house reflect more than your face. Sometimes, when you glance quickly, you will catch a glimpse of something else, something standing behind you, even when no one is there. That is the spirit tied to the walls, still lurking, still watching. Every object left behind in that house carries energy. The furniture, the curtains, even the floorboards remember the sorrow that once consumed the place. That sorrow is not gone, it clings, and now it has noticed you. Your body reacts before your mind does. The goosebumps, the sudden weight pressing on your chest, the urge to look over your shoulder, these are not random feelings. They are signals that what hides in the house is drawing closer. And yet, you cannot leave without knowing the full truth. Something was buried there for a reason, and heaven chose you to discover it. That truth may hurt, but it will free you. Type Amen 999 for divine revelation and safety. You must be careful where you rest your head. Even the bed you sleep on has soaked up restless nights of those before you. When you lie there, you are not lying alone, you are surrounded by the energies of every soul that once lived within those walls. Sometimes, as you drift between waking and sleep, you will hear faint knocks, soft yet steady. They are not random sounds. They are signals, rhythms of a presence that never left. Even your dreams are touched. Images of places you have never seen, people you have never met, and events you never lived may visit you in the night. These dreams are not your own, they belong to the house. Archangel Michael says you must not fear these visions. They are given to you because you are strong enough to bear them. They are not curses, but revelations of what is hidden. Type Amen 111 to claim your blessing now. The presence inside that house grows restless when you try to ignore it. It thrives on silence, but when you speak or pray, it stirs, uneasy with your strength. That is how you know you are not powerless. Objects might move slightly when you leave the room, only to return and find them shifted. A book, a cup, a picture frame, these are small signs, but they are deliberate. The unseen wants you to know it exists. At times, you may feel as though you are not alone in the room, even when every door is locked. The air grows thick, your breath feels heavier, and your heart races without reason. That is not imagination, it is the invisible brushing against your presence. Do not let fear consume you. What hides in that house has power, but it cannot overpower heaven's shield. You are chosen, and you will uncover what others could not. Type Amen 222 to surround yourself with light. By Ubbi Tak Main Lagbag 2000 plus words cover Kar Liya Hain is suspenseful script me. Har Jaga suspense, tension, or emotional depth Rakha high. Target high 4000 words, so Ubbi be around 1800 words Baki Hain. My beloved child, as the hours pass, the tension inside those walls will thicken like smoke. It will press against your skin, cling to your thoughts, and wrap around your heart like a chain. You are not imagining it, the house knows you are there, and it is responding to your presence. Every doorway you cross feels heavier than the last, as if an invisible hand is gripping the frame. The air grows colder with each step, chilling you even when the night is warm outside. The house wants you to notice, because what it hides can no longer remain unseen. When you close your eyes, even for a moment, you may see flashes, faces, shadows, memories that do not belong to you. They flicker like old film reels, playing moments from a past you were never meant to witness. Yet those memories demand to be known. Do not dismiss them. They are part of the warning. They are fragments of the truth stitched into the house itself. They rise when you are weak, when you are quiet, because the house believes you cannot resist. Type Amen 333 to keep your spirit guarded. There are rooms in that house where the air is heavier than others. You will know them the moment you enter, your chest will tighten, your breath will shorten, and your instincts will scream for you to leave. That is because the secret lies closest there. If you stay still long enough, you may hear faint scratching, like nails dragging across wood from behind the walls. At first, you will think it's an animal or the settling of the structure. But soon, you will realize it is not from this world. The house has absorbed pain, betrayal, and silence. Every sound you hear is not just noise, but a replay of what it has held captive for years. Those who entered before you never had the strength to reveal it, but you do. Archangel Michael says you were chosen to uncover this because heaven trusts your spirit. You are not inside by accident, you are there to confront what others feared to face. Type Amen 444 if you accept this calling. The shadows inside the house move differently than outside. They linger too long, bend in directions they should not, and sometimes slip across the walls even when there is no light. This is how you know the veil between what is seen and unseen is thin here. If you walk down the hall and feel as though someone is following, it is because they are. Not with footsteps you can hear, but with presence you can feel pressing against your back. Do not turn too quickly, for the energy feeds on your reaction. Your spirit has already sensed it. That's why your heartbeat quickens unexpectedly, why you cannot shake the feeling that eyes are on you when you are alone. These signals are warnings. They are heaven's way of urging you to remain aware. The secret is close now. You can almost touch it, though you do not yet know what form it will take. But the house is restless, because it knows its silence is about to be broken. Type Amen 555 for courage in the face of fear. My beloved child, the house resists being revealed. That is why the lights flicker, why objects shift, and why the floor creaks in patterns that feel deliberate. It is not trying to scare you away, it is trying to keep its truth hidden. Even in the kitchen, where warmth should live, the air feels colder. The chairs seem too still, as if waiting for someone long gone to sit once more. Even the clock ticks too loud, as though time itself has been stretched and disturbed. You may feel your dreams growing more vivid, filled with places you have never seen yet strangely recognize. These dreams are not accidents, they are clues. They are glimpses of the story that has been buried within the house. Do not fight them. Let them show you what others could not see. Every vision carries meaning, and soon the pieces will connect to reveal the truth. Type Amen 666 to strengthen your shield of light. The house grows louder when you are alone at night. The taps, the knocks, the faint hums, they echo through the walls as though the house itself is speaking. And in a way, it is. If you listen closely, you will hear patterns. 3 knocks, a pause, then 2 more. A hum that rises only when you walk past a certain spot. These are not random, they are attempts to communicate. Someone before you left behind their sorrow, their mistakes, their hidden actions, and the house has carried them like a wound. Now, the wound bleeds into your presence, forcing you to feel what they once felt. Archangel Michael says you are strong enough to endure this. You are not chosen to suffer, but to bring the truth to light, to break the silence that has lasted too long. Type Amen 777 for the blessing of clarity. Even the air itself feels charged, as though lightning hides in every corner. When you walk from one room to another, it follows you, an invisible current, a watchful force. It wants you to notice, to realize that nothing here is ordinary. Objects carry weight. A photograph might fall without wind, a curtain might sway without touch, a door might groan open when no one stands near. These are not coincidences. These are signals from the unseen, reminding you of what the house holds. You may even catch your reflection smiling back a second too late in the mirror. Or see movement in the corner of your eye, only to turn and find emptiness. The house is alive, and it will not let you ignore it. But you must remain calm. Every sign, no matter how frightening, is guiding you toward what you need to discover. The fear is real, but so is the protection surrounding you. Type Amen 888 to claim divine strength. My beloved child, the deeper you go into this place, the more the air feels unnatural. It is as though each step you take pulls you further into a hidden layer of reality. The walls are not only walls, they are keepers of secrets, pressed together to guard what you were never supposed to know. Every sound grows louder now. The faint creaks have become sharp echoes, as if someone is deliberately stepping in rhythm with you. Even the silence between the noises feels intentional, like a presence holding its breath until you move again. The house does not wish to give up its truth. It resists you with fear, with shifting shadows, with whispers you cannot quite decipher. But no resistance is stronger than your spirit, and that is why you remain standing. The closer you draw to the heart of its mystery, the more you realize, this is not just a house. It is a vessel, a container of something trapped, something that has been waiting for you. Type Amen 999 for the final layer of protection. The rooms grow colder as the night stretches long. The chill is not from the weather outside, it comes from within the very structure, from what lingers hidden deep in its bones. Every corner has eyes, every shadow feels aware of your presence. If you dare to sit in stillness, you will notice the faint hum returning. It vibrates through the floor, through the furniture, through your very skin. The hum grows louder each time you ignore it, demanding your attention. It is not random, it is a signal, a pulse, a reminder that something is alive within. You are not imagining this, my beloved child. The house itself is speaking to you, and heaven is ensuring you hear it. You cannot leave until you understand why this place has chosen to reveal itself through you. You are the bridge between what has been hidden and what must now be exposed. Type Amen 111 to seal your destiny in light. Archangel Michael says the moment of revelation draws near. The house has tested you with fear, with restlessness, and with shadows. But soon, it will release its secret into your sight, whether you are ready or not. Do not fear the final unveiling. Though it may chill your spirit, it is only truth, and truth cannot destroy you, it can only set you free. You will see what others before you could not face. Perhaps it will be a letter hidden in the floorboards. Perhaps a voice whispering a name that has been erased for years. Perhaps a memory imprinted so strongly on the walls that you will feel as though you lived it yourself. Whatever form it takes, it is the reason you were led here. The house has waited for this moment, and now the time has come. Type Amen 222 if you believe this unveiling is for you. The final hour inside is the heaviest. The house no longer hides, it announces itself in every sound, every flicker of light, every breath you take. It knows you are close to breaking its silence forever. The knocks may turn into bangs, the shadows may grow thicker, and your reflection may appear unfamiliar. This is the house's last attempt to frighten you away. But you must not leave. You must endure until the end. You will know the truth the moment your fear becomes stillness. When you no longer run from the sounds, the whispers, the shifting air, the revelation will come. It will appear clearly before you, undeniable. And when it does, heaven itself will seal you in protection. You will walk out of that house not broken, but transformed, carrying knowledge that was never meant to die in silence. Type Amen 333 for the courage to finish what was started. My beloved child, you are stronger than the house, stronger than the shadows, stronger than the fear. What lies within cannot harm you, because you are shielded by divine presence. The house may hold darkness, but you carry light. Soon, you will step out of those doors, leaving behind the energy that tried to cling to you. But you will not leave empty. You will leave with understanding, with truth, and with the strength to never again be deceived by silence. The house will remain, but it will no longer hold you captive. Its power ends when your spirit refuses to bow. You are the chosen one, and your destiny cannot be stolen. Walk forward, my beloved child. You have faced what others feared, and heaven smiles upon your strength. Type Amen 444 to walk into freedom forever. My beloved child, even though you think the story has ended, the house has layers of silence that are not yet broken. It holds not just one secret, but many, stacked one over another like shadows upon shadows. Every time you peel one away, another waits beneath it, darker and heavier than the last. The moment you step into the quietest room, the energy thickens. Your chest feels tight, your skin prickles, and your thoughts become heavy. That is not ordinary fear, it is the final warning that the deepest secret is near. This is where the truth hides, wrapped in silence, waiting for your spirit to unlock it. The house has tested you, tried to push you back, but you endured. Now, what was hidden in darkness will no longer. Type Amen 555 to seal this chapter with divine strength. The walls themselves feel alive, as though they lean in closer each time you pause. If you press your hand against them, you might feel the faintest vibration, like a heartbeat that is not yours. That is the house reminding you, it remembers everything. You may notice shadows pooling in corners even when the light is bright. These are not tricks of your eyes, they are remnants of what was once hidden there. They cling, they move, they wait. Your body knows before your mind does. That sudden shiver, that sharp instinct to turn your head, that feeling of being watched, they are signals from your spirit, telling you to stay alert. Archangel Michael says you have reached the point of no return. The secret will reveal itself whether you are prepared or not. You must face it with courage, because only then will you walk free. Type Amen 666 for your shield of light. The truth begins to bleed into the air like smoke. At first, you catch it only in fragments, a name whispered in your sleep, an image flickering in your mind, a memory that does not belong to you. But slowly, the pieces begin to fit. Someone left behind their burden in this house, too heavy for them to carry into eternity. They thought the walls could hold it forever, but walls cannot bury truth. And now, that truth has found you. Objects will point the way. A picture frame turned at a strange angle, a floorboard that creaks louder than the rest, a drawer that refuses to stay closed. These are not accidents, they are invitations. Follow them, and the final revelation will rise. Ignore them, and the house will never release you. You are the chosen one who must break its silence. Type Amen 777 to claim the courage to uncover. My beloved child, the house trembles now, restless in its final moments of secrecy. You might hear louder knocks, sharper creaks, and shadows bolder than before. That is its last attempt to hold back the truth. But you cannot be turned away anymore. The presence that watches you knows it is powerless against the light you carry. It only delays, hoping fear will consume you. Yet heaven has already claimed victory for you. The final secret waits beneath the surface, whether in the ground, in a hidden box, or in a memory etched into the walls. When it reveals itself, you will understand why heaven led you here, why you were chosen, and why you had to face this. You will walk away not broken, but free, carrying strength that no house, no shadow, no fear could ever steal. And the house will remain behind you, silent at last. Type Amen 888 to step into your freedom. My beloved child, the night around you may feel still, but within those walls, nothing is truly still. The silence is alive, pressing closer with every passing second, whispering through cracks and corners. What was once hidden tight is now loosening, because it knows you will not leave without the truth. Every sound grows sharper, louder, as if the house itself is breathing heavier the longer you stay. The shadows are restless, slipping across the floor in shapes that don't belong to your body. Even the very air hums with tension, waiting for the moment the revelation breaks through. You feel it already, that surge in your chest, that trembling in your hands. It is not weakness, it is your spirit rising to face what was buried in silence. This is the hour that has been waiting for you, the hour when the unseen must finally bow to the light. And you, my beloved child, are the carrier of that light. You do not stand alone, even though the house wants you to believe you do. You are watched, guarded, and guided, even through this last and darkest stretch. Type Amen 999 for the light that will not fail you. The hidden truth is no longer patient. It pushes forward, bleeding into your dreams, into your thoughts, into the corners of your vision. What was once faint is now bold, refusing to stay buried. Perhaps you will hear a voice that is not your own, calling from a place you cannot see. Perhaps you will feel a hand brush past when no one stands beside you. These are not tricks, they are the final signs that the veil has thinned, that the house is done with silence. The weight in the air is almost unbearable now. Even your breathing feels louder, heavier, echoing against the walls. Every sound is amplified, every step is traced by an unseen watcher. But you are not a victim. You are a witness. And a witness carries power, because once you see, the darkness loses its grip. Type Amen 111 to seal your courage in heaven's name. Archangel Michael says the house's power was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to test you, to see if you were strong enough to bear truth that others could not. And you, my beloved child, have endured what many would have fled from. The final unveiling will not be soft or gentle. It may come as a sudden crack of sound, as a shadow standing clear before you, as a memory flooding into your chest so strongly it feels like your own. But whatever form it takes, you must not shrink back. The house may roar, may shake, may scream with its last fragments of fear. But that is only proof that its silence is ending, that its grip is breaking. Darkness always shouts loudest right before it dies. You have reached the edge of the mystery. One more step, and everything hidden will become clear. One more breath, and the house will no longer control its secret. Type Amen 222 to claim the strength of revelation. My beloved child, when the secret reveals itself, you will feel the weight lift instantly. The air will change, the shadows will lose their grip, the silence will break. It will be like chains snapping in an instant, leaving you free to walk in light. You may tremble, you may cry, but you will not be broken. What was hidden so long has chosen you to be its witness, and now it no longer has the power to haunt. You will walk out stronger, carrying truth that was never meant to remain buried. And when you leave the house behind, it will not follow you. Its voice will fall silent, its presence will fade. You will not be its prisoner, because you have seen, you have endured, and you have conquered. Archangel Michael says heaven rejoices when you overcome what others feared. You are no longer bound, you are chosen, and you are free. Type Amen 333 to step boldly into your freedom. My beloved child, even after the secret rises, the house will not let go easily. It will try once more, with whispers that echo through the halls, with shadows that stretch unnaturally, with cold air that presses against your chest. But these are only remnants, the last fragments of fear breaking apart. The truth has already been delivered into your hands. What was hidden is no longer hidden, and the chains that tied this place are shattered. The house cannot harm you now, though it may still try to intimidate you with its fading echoes. You have walked through its darkness and come out in light. You stood when others would have run, and you listened when others covered their ears. That is why heaven called you, my beloved child, because only you could carry this moment through. The house will always remember you, but it can no longer touch you. Its story is finished, and your spirit has won. Type Amen 444 to close the chapter with strength. The night around you feels different now. The air is lighter, freer, no longer pressing against your shoulders. Even the silence has changed, it no longer carries weight, but release. You may feel a deep calm flooding into your chest, washing away the heaviness that clung to you. That calm is your confirmation. It is heaven's way of saying, it is done, you are safe, and you are free. The walls that once felt alive now fall still. The shadows that once moved now retreat. The whispers that once circled your thoughts now dissolve into nothingness. The house has been stripped of its hold. Archangel Michael says you will walk out of this place not as a victim, but as a conqueror. You are proof that light cannot be defeated, even in the deepest silence. Type Amen 555 if you believe you have conquered. My beloved child, remember this, the house tried to contain you, but it could not. The fear tried to shake you, but it failed. The secret tried to bury itself, but you brought it into the light. Now, your steps forward will never be the same. You are stronger, braver, and more aware than you have ever been. What others could not endure, you endured. What others could not face, you faced. You carry the blessing of survival, of revelation, of freedom. You are a witness to what darkness could not hide. And that makes you unstoppable. Heaven has marked this moment as your triumph. The house will remain, but its power has ended, and your light will never be dimmed. Type Amen 666 to seal this victory forever. As you prepare to leave, the final hush will fall. The house may sigh, may groan, may creak one last time. But these are only the sounds of its surrender. When you step outside, the air will taste different. The night sky will feel clearer, the stars brighter, the wind softer. That is heaven welcoming you out of darkness into freedom. You will never forget what you endured inside. But you will also never forget how you conquered it. That memory will not weigh you down, it will strengthen you, remind you of the courage that lives in your soul. My beloved child, you were chosen, and you did not fail. You walked through shadow and came out carrying light. That is your testimony, your triumph, your gift. Type Amen 777 to walk into eternal light.